So I started in the mid-70s as a teacher, and technology then was very primitive. There was no computers, cameras were not pre-digital, so we were very limited in what we could do there. And it was blackboards, we didn't even have whiteboards then. The biggest change in, or the influence of technology was probably when the Apple IIe computers and the Commodore computers were introduced into schools, and that was in the early 80s, if my memory is correct. And even though that took a while because teachers had to be upskilled in it, the kids soon got ahead of us, and that was a big threat. I enjoyed it because I was still relatively new as a teacher, and I think younger people embrace technology much more quickly, say, than older people. But the kids just embraced it, and we could see that it could really make a huge difference to teaching and learning. I think I generally coped pretty well because I was excited by it. The biggest challenge was trying to keep up or keep abreast with the changes that were coming in with, especially the use of computers, the type of programs that were being introduced, obviously the introduction of the internet. I mean, that came in the early 90s. So I was trying to keep abreast with that and developing my skill set. Colleagues who didn't cope, there are quite a few. I think probably depended on their personality and to some extent their age. Some of them were really threatened by it. They didn't like the whole notion of children could actually be ahead of them in their understanding and use of that technology. So yeah, they really struggled with that, and to the point where they kind of didn't want the technology in the room. So schools now, and I suppose from an administration point of view, teachers also keeping records and that, it's all done on computer. When I reflect back, I think, how did people do it back, say, 30, 40 years ago or beyond? It was all hand done, and it must have taken so long. And obviously the records weren't as detailed as they are today. Elements of the current environment as far as the use of technology, I suppose for teaching and learning, is the ability to keep records, to keep data on the progress of the children. It's so much better now, and being able to analyse that data. What we do now is we use that data to inform the planning for the teachers and then to inform parents if it's done well enough. And so we can actually analyse and work out children's strengths and weaknesses a lot quicker, and then try and respond to those and help and assist their learning. Have I had to keep up to date with the various changes with technology and impact on my job? The answer is definitely yes. You have to constantly. I feel that I probably haven't done enough because of the time constraints, but it's amazing how much you need to know as far as the use of technology. For example, the use of interactive whiteboards, which has come in, say, the last 5 to 10 years. The new programs that are coming in for data collection, the use of the internet and accessing various resources and so on, that's a constant thing. You know, the use of various Microsoft programs, Excel and all those, I really struggle because I haven't got enough knowledge on those, but I need to keep working on it. And, learning, it's a lifelong thing. I see learning as a lifelong thing, especially with the use of technology. It's always a tool to aid the children's learning. It's not going to ever take the place of a teacher, I believe. But the teacher uses these great technologies to assist the children with their learning. It's made it easier, but the need to continually upgrade your skills and learning is really critical. And for example, this year we've had a fairly strategic approach. We've got an outside facilitator to come and work with the teachers and the students during the day in the classroom, so it's been very interactive, and then having workshops with the staff or teachers after school to develop their skills. Education is evolving all the time. It's a bit like a wheel. It does revisit strategies and techniques that were used in the past. It's through trial and error a lot of the time. So in answering the question, would teachers go back to some of the strategies? Yes, they would. Would that mean that technologies would be pushed aside? I would see that would never happen now. It's part of the development in education, and as you move forward, technology is such a part of life. So, you know, children are using it at home, they're using it at school. When we go into the workplace, it's such a part of the workplace. Technology is here to stay, and it will continue to evolve and to develop and grow.